How on earth did you get so spoiled? She's been sitting there on the table yelling at me to pick her up because she's feeling deprived of attention lately. And she needs some snuggles. This is my life. Welcome to it. Welcome to my world. Lorrie here on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada, where I live with my dear darling husband.
Save yourself! Oh, shitballs! This has turned into the Blair Witch Project.
And a bunch of cats, and my mother, and her cat. And today I am in the kitchen and I am canning. So now that I've had to play with the cat, I gotta wash up again and then I'll show you what I got going on. Thanks so much for being here. If you haven't, you should subscribe. It's lots of fun around here and we would love to have you. So this is a beef and vegetable soup that I made. I have not added any starches to it. I didn't put any potatoes or rice or noodles or any of that kind of stuff into it. And I haven't added any thickener to it. It's just broth and vegetables and soup. Because apparently you're not supposed to thicken your soup. I am going to can this, or try to can this. I can't find my regular steamer plate that I use down there, but they say you can use anything, so anyway, I don't want to lose my water because I've measured it. So even though it was hot today, even though it is hot today, I did have the oven on for a few minutes to heat up my jars. I'm doing pint jars because I think that 1 pint jar would be a fantastic amount for a lunch for somebody. The lids in here, they are heating up, and I'm going to fill this soup. So this is vinegar, even though it says it's ketchup. It really isn't. It's really vinegar. And I'm just going to wipe these edges and get anything else that might have gotten on them off. Now that I've measured my 1-inch headspace and adjusted everything, and I've taken out the bubbles, and I don't know what else I can do. Do everything that you can to ensure a seal, right? Okay, and in we go. So if you're familiar with the Nesco, so in here I have 8 cups of hot water. And now I'm going to close my lid. And the water's hot, so it's not wanting to seal, but it will go over there and seal. I'm going to make sure that for now this is on exhaust. And on the front of this, I'm going to click high. Now for my altitude, my book says that I should process a pint for 20 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to hit start stop. This is going to start spinning around until my water has heated up that it can start building up pressure. And when it does that, it's going to switch on here to E10, and that tells me that I need to close my valve and let it build up pressure for those 10 minutes. So I'll be back and show you what that looks like when it happens. Now I gotta tell you, if you are here looking for canning advice or trying to learn how to if you're trying to learn how to can and you don't know what you're doing, I am not the one you want to try and learn from, because I really don't know what I'm doing. This is, I don't know, I've maybe canned a dozen things in my life, and this will be maybe my second attempt at ever canning soup. So, you know, there are lots of experts out there, one of them being the Page Family Homestead. Peggy over there is a fabulous canner, and she cans everything. She's a rebel. And so you ought to go check her out. I'll leave her link down in the bottom there, and yeah, make sure that you go and check her out if you're actually looking for some expert advice on canning. I am not it. I'm documenting my steps as I learn so that I can learn myself. And if my learning can help somebody else learn the process, then fantastic. But yeah, I am by no means an expert. Just let's get that right out there. Anyway, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, we're canning. It's we're still coming up to speed here, so I'm back. So here we go. We were steaming like mad, and we're counting down. Our E3 is our exhaust. I think that's what it means. I'm not sure what it means. I don't know, but it's building up pressure inside there, and once it completely builds up the pressure that it needs, then it's going to start counting down my 20 minutes. And then after that, I'm just going to leave it to cool on its own until it's cool enough to open, and then I will take my jars out. So it beeped again, and now I'm at 20 minutes, and we're going to start counting it down. And here's one thing, and I know I've mentioned this before in my other canning videos, that this will go from not spouting at all to sputtering and spitting to not spouting at all to sputtering and spitting, and it'll kind of go back and forth on that. Just make sure that you're at your airtight sealing right now, that you're sitting on airtight and not on exhaust, because you don't want that pressure to be released. But sometimes it does get to be a little much, and just like a regular pressure canner, it's gonna spitter and spout to release what it needs to release so that it can maintain the pressure that it needs to maintain. So this is what I mean by spittering and sputting, and you can see that it's kind of moved my exhaust button over a little bit. So I'm just going to carefully reach in there, put it back in the right spot. I'm good to go. It's just going to sputter. That's all there is to it. And that's it. It turns itself off, and I can actually now unplug it. And I'm still going to leave this on airtight because I don't want to release the pressure quickly. I want it to just release slowly, and then I will open and take them out and put them into my little pan here. So yeah, and I still have a bunch of soup. So I might be doing this again. Okay, let's see if we're ready to open. Sure seems to be. And where's my jar grabber? Now you have to remember to not tilt your jars. I know it's tempting because you want to dump the water off, but you don't want to tip your jars because it could mess with your seal. And I know this camera is just about to run out of battery. I might even do it while I'm doing this. Who, Tabby? Yeah. Alright, now we wait to see if they pop. And they totally did pop. And I ended up with 8 pints of beautiful beef soup. So, yeah, I am quite happy with that. So, soup canned. That was actually yesterday that I filmed that. And my soup is canned and it's sitting in the cupboard. I'm quite happy with that. And I had to pop on, of course, and say thank you for stopping and watching. And I don't know. I hope it was helpful. If nothing else, it shows you that anybody can do this. If I can do this, anyone can do this. And yeah. Anyway. Thanks for coming and watching today. If you haven't, you should subscribe. I would appreciate that. And leave a comment. That would be fantastic. Hit that bell. Ding, ding, ding. All that fun stuff. And I will hope to see you again soon. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.